You're watching The Breakfast Club.
How did you meet Pun?
I just accidentally, like, on some happenstance, he lived around the corner from my mom. Mm-hmm. He was one of those people that had millions and millions of dollars, double platinum, Grammy nominated, and just wanted to live in the hood. Thankful for me.
Chimpanzees, $10,000 dogs.
Did he hear about you, or did you approach him?
No, somebody that was just happy. He was the type of person that, like, he never locked his door. It was just like 50 people, random people. Oh, come on. Oh, sure, you live across the street. Come on in. My wife's cooking in the kitchen, like type of situation like that. And somebody that just happened to be there was going to the store for something, and I was over by the store with one of my friends. They was like, yeah, I'm over at Pun's house. And they was like, hey, my friend right here, she rap. He was like, yeah, come rap for Pun. And I went and I rapped for him. He was just like, yeah, that's dope. What else you got?
No, we the worst.
Just trying to make sure, like, I had more in my arsenal. He was like, all right, cool, here, give me a number, whatever. And the next day, I came home from school, and I'm sitting there in my room. My grandmother was like, answer the phone. She's just like, yo, somebody's on the phone. I don't know. He's talking like he got something in his mouth or something. I don't understand nothing. Because, like, if you didn't be around him, you really don't understand what he's saying because he talks so fast and he mumbles.
Like he got marbles in his mouth.
So she was like, I don't know. They got something in their mouth, whatever. I get on the phone. I'm like, who's this? She's like, yo, I'm downstairs. I'm like, downstairs where? He's in front of your house. I went downstairs and he's in front of my house. And it was
Big
pretty
Pun,
much,
man.
That's dope.
That's it. Every day he was in front of my house after I went to school picking me up.
Now, do you regret Remy's first album? Because Remy had everything lined up. The singles, the street records, like everything was there, but it didn't perform well.
Well, we could get into that one too. I got different theses for everything, right? Steve Rifkin and Loud, if it wasn't for Steve Rifkin, I would have never got rich. I would have never been successful. I never would have been a mogul. He took a chance with me. When I had a meeting with him with Pun, 20 different record execs said, don't meet with him. He's an extorter. He's a killer. He's a drug dealer. Don't give him a chance. And thank God he let me sign Pun to Loud, and then we've been successful ever since. So I went back to the guy I made most of my money with and I trusted the most. And I said, because everybody wanted Rem. And I was like, yo, Steve. He was like, I got you 1,000,000%. Now, I'm not throwing the blame on him. It probably been the higher-ups or whatever. But this was the guy who made me rich.
Right.
So I'm looking him in the face and I'm believing him. And he was like, no, don't worry. It's going to blow. It's going to this. We're going to do the radio. We're going to do this. So she's putting wild pressure on me. And I'm coming back like, yo.
We good.
We good. Like 1,000,000%. We going. They got us. We good. And I didn't know what I know now with the independent game. If I knew what I knew now, we shoot our own videos, our own radio, we do all out there and we just go. We didn't know that. We was almost like enabled by the majors at the time. So I was believing what happened and it didn't perform. And then me being Fat Joe in the industry for 20 years point of view is sometimes some people got more luck than other people and it comes through easier. And some other guys, they work for it and then it happens. So maybe it could have been that people wanted to see more out of Rem to believe in her, so it could be whatever the case may be. But as we see her music test the time, any club you go to, any party you go to is ringing off and people going crazy for it. So she had the dope album. She had the right intentions.
Club records, radio records, everything.
I think
everything.
The only issue, like, now that I'm older, like, I tell Joe all the time, like, I was mad because I felt like he was the top. Like, I felt like he had the power to make them do what I wanted them to do, and they pretty much was jesting him to death. Like, they was doing it. Like, I literally got banned from the every label I was signed to. I was banned from the office that I was signed to.
My wife got sued because her and Rem washed a chick in the record label and everything.
Like,
it was crazy.
It used to be crazy because
I had to pay $80,000.
Like, people was like chilling. Like, it wasn't like, I didn't feel like people believed in me. I'm saying, like, when you somewhere and you with people that believe in you, you're gonna get a whole different vibe than people that's just like, oh, okay, it's whatever, we'll see what happens, let's throw it on wall, see if it's like. I would literally go to the office and I would see posters and promotions all over the office. I would tear them down. Like, why are y'all promoting in the office where everybody works there? We know what's coming out. Like, this is supposed to be out and about. And when it came time for my album to come, they didn't send out enough copies. I guess they didn't believe that people were going to buy them. So they didn't press them up. Like, I literally had people bombarding me. Like, I went to 50 different stores and it's not there. Like, whatever, still rings off to this day. Conceited, still does what it does. The Feel So Good record with Neo, like
You
that
didn't
was
get a video for that.
like
Dope, right.
no.
Right.
But see, now the Feel So Good video with Neo, that was a different story. Neo, when we did the record, he wasn't signed yet.
Really? Oh.
Joe, we got into a big argument, me and Joe. Joe actually
Oh no, I'm wrong
went,
on that one too.
He went and got
I
married.
met Neil. I was like, yo, come on, yo, Ren, that ain't going
He
nowhere.
went
He
behind
was
my
like,
Yo,
back.
he's
Little
gonna
big
be
head
the
dude can sing, but
man.
he
He's gonna be the man. I was like, not that right there.
He was
Come
like,
on, stop.
believe me, I
Yo,
tell him
in
like,
his face, I'm the worst, bro. Like I got no luck, bro.
but I fought for it, and
Yeah.
he stayed on the record. Joe actually went behind my back, booked the whole session with Mario, had him sing the record over and everything. I found this out at a listening session for my album. The song is, I'm like,
That's not
he's
Neo.
not singing.
Neo.
He's like, oh yeah, surprise! I went and got. Like, what? Are you like?
She was right.
Devastated.
Mario was dope too.
But-
She was right.
But my argument was, this is the guy that's
That
writing
version.
Mario songs. But neither here nor there. Moving on along. I wanted to shoot the video.
Shout
by
out
time,
Neo. You're
yes,
incredible.
he's amazing.
Nah, by the
And
way.
he's really a good friend too. He reaches out all the time. Like
Nah,
we
he's
actually got
You could have signed Neil too, Joe.
Yo, Neil, can you do a song with me?
We up to 700 million now of artists that you left on the stage.
He had a deal by the time it was time for me to shoot my video, and through Def Jam was putting out the Ghostface record, the Back Like That record that they had, and they shot that video. So
don't compete.
they didn't want to allow him to do my video because both of the records was out at the same time, and
So why not put out the remix version with Mario?
I was just so pissed off. I was crushed. I tell people all the time, like, my favorite rapper is Jay-Z. And he was in charge of Def Jam at the time. So I felt like he
blamed him.
single-handedly. I was like, does he know that I know all his songs? Why is he doing
Yeah, because
this
that
to
was the
me?
rumor that
Jay-Z
since
was
Joe and
president,
Jay had beef, he wouldn't clear the
Like
Neos.
that, like that's. I kind of felt like that, but I just
never heard that
I
rumor,
just,
Charlamagne.
I just
Stop.
felt like.
I remember
reading that. Joe looked at me like, if you don't start, this is not what we're going today.
It's like I just felt like, you know how, like when you're a fan of somebody, you feel like they know you and that they should know how much you love them. I'm like,
Right.
just over that, like he's supposed to be like, nah, let's let it rock. So we never even shot it. But like I said, a lot of people have, other artists that was out at the time, and they like, oh, my album did this much and I sold this much, but they can't get a booking to save their life today. These records don't play at all. Period. Like, it's the truth. It is what it is. Like, I tell them to their face. Like,
You
that's
know,
what I
you
do.
as good as
Like,
your last hit in hip hop.
so-
And we were talking about that coming this way. That hip hop is almost like an unfortunate genre of music. Like you can still see Patti LaBelle getting 80,000 a show. Or
Absolutely.
Earth,
Nah,
Wind,
hip
and
hop throws
Fire.
away our
Right.
classics.
Absolutely.
They throw them away.
Hip hop,
Like,
they
Absolutely.
don't appreciate, people who put in that work, and it's almost sad, man, because they leave somebody for dead. If you ain't a hustler, entrepreneur, knowing how to get money or whatever the case may be, you could really get caught up in the game with this hip hop thing. So it's like,
good thing we're hustlers, entrepreneurs, and know how to get
because
that
we
money.
got the hottest thing popping.
Let's talk
right
about
now.
the new album now. Now, how was recording this new album? We spoke to Joe already. He told us how it was. He had to come to New York. How was recording the
Yeah,
film?
they said Pap didn't want you in the studio down in Miami.
It wasn't that he didn't want me. I was trying to explain to him, like, look, babe, I'll be back in a couple of weeks.
Charlamagne, hold
Why
up.
you gotta say it like
Pat
that?
Pooch is standing
That's
here.
not what happened.
Listen, he's her husband, bro.
I said, who said that,
That's
man?
not how
He's her husband. He didn't want her with guys. He knows Joe, but he don't want that. And then when go ahead, you can answer
What
them, but
happened
let's
was,
be clear.
I was supposed to go down to Miami. I'm like, yo, I'll be back. I'm going there for like a week or so.
Pap said no.
What was happening was, at the time we was in the middle of filming, and our wedding was about 2 weeks away. So I would have came back about 3 days before the wedding. Let me just
Super
explain
dope
to you
wedding,
guys.
yeah.
My wedding was amazing.
Phenomenal.
Like, outside of being a rapper, I'm a wonderful party planner.
Oh,
My
there you
wedding
go.
was amazing. Like, no one believed that I could do it, though.
We could get
Like,
money.
I have yet to see anyone who attended my wedding or heard about it that didn't say that this was the most amazing
Phenomenal.
event,
And I've been to
extravagant
some
that
weddings.
they've ever been to in their entire
Phenomenal.
lives. Like, I just want to let that be known. So he was worried already that not only are you trying to single-handedly take on our wedding, you want to leave and come back 3 days before. So he kind of dubbed it a little bit. I could have been, the authority figure and be like, no, I'm going anyway.
You could have been.
But, I love my husband and, I listen
Compromise.
sometimes
Right.
and I stay. Joe realized that, listen, she's not coming down here. I'm going to take her. He came, we set up a studio, and he pretty much had everything laid out. Okay, this is the song, this is the beat. This is like, it even went so far as to say, this is how I want you to rap to it. Fill in the words. Like, seriously. And about 10 years ago, I'd have looked at him like he was crazy.
No, she would have probably speared
First
me.
of all, I don't know who you think you're talking to. Like, my pen game is crazy. I know how to rap. You're not telling me how to, like, but I'm different now. And I'm sure he noticed that the first time he was there. So we did the first record. And then he seen how easy that was. And we ended up doing about 2 more. Like, we were literally doing 2 and 3 records a night. I was done in probably about a week.
Dope.
Like,
Wow.
Now,
that's
everything
serious.
that you
Let's
have
hear
going
Pap's
on.
side real quick, though. Is this Pap?
Pap ain't got no drink on him, right? Pap ain't got no drink on him.
Oh no, here we go.
Yeah, hold on.
Hold
Listen to
on.
Envy, y'all. Don't listen to
Because I heard you apologize to George, right?
Oh, man. Listen, this is what happened. What happened was she came out of nowhere spontaneously. Like, yo, listen, man. My brother called me. I got to go down here and do this album. I'm going for a week. The entire Love and Hip Hop staff from Mona on down was calling me like, Pap, please, what's going on? What if she means she leaving for a week? So I'm like, I'm going to take the hit. I'm like, yo, babe, you can't do it. You know, I had to get cursed out and go through all the shenanigans. But I'm like, yo, how can you leave? We got a wedding coming up right here, and we got to film every day this week. How can you leave for a week? That's what happened.
Okay, but what happened when we got in that studio, though? What happened
Oh,
then?
man.
Oh.
I witnessed, I was happy that I got a chance to witness these two in action. Real talk. I'm not just saying it or being on no fakeness. Phenomenal.
This is
album.
from
When
the
y'all
guy
hear
that
it,
thinks
y'all
he's
gonna
the
be able
best
to see,
rapper in
like,
the world. I just want y'all to
hearing it
know.
from the
He's in his top
outside,
5.
Growing up, but being in the studio and actually seeing them work, amazing, man.
Well, Pat,
Hearing it from a guy who considers
Amazing.
himself in the top
He
5
puts
rappers on
puts
earth.
himself in his own top 5.
He said the
So
album's
that's big.
phenomenal.
before you step away from the mic, you know you got Envy in trouble up here.
What happened?
All Pap was doing was making sure Self played Fat Joe and Remy's records when they dropped. All right. That's all Pap was doing, all right?
Yo, y'all's
man.
bad team.
Don't listen to
Actually,
them, man.
that's his friend. They talk all the time
Him
on the
himself?
phone. Like, yes, him himself talk.
Okay.
all
Did you
the
hear about
time.
this story, Joe?
Do a
No.
drink on self.
I'm outta
Because
here.
Self played too much down south music. And then Self started singing down in the DMs in front of Pap.
I'm going down there. He's all right, you got to get it.
So Remy,
Crazy.
Yo,
Shout out to
I
Yo
love-
Gotti. He's on my record. He's a great guy.
Nah, Yo Gotti's the best.
Remy, with everything you have
Shout
going
out to
on,
Self,
do you
shout out to
think
Yo
that,
Gotti.
that y'all are y'all gonna do like your own show? You know, because you
You
have
got to.
so much going on
I
outside.
feel like everyone definitely wants to, like, what you guys don't. We filmed so much more than what you guys actually were able to see, and I feel like it's such a more bigger dynamic.
If
To
she
my
gets her
story
own
and to
show,
my
then
life.
Fat Joe really gonna be on the
First
show.
of all,
Like,
I
she
got
forced me on Love and Hip Hop,
Look,
B.
he doesn't
Like-
even know. Like they didn't even put. I had him go through there. They didn't even put that scene in. By the way, it didn't. Make
He
the
don't
cut.
even want to.
Thank you.
It didn't make the cut. So
way
you're
they
saying,
forced me.
but
Say.
I was like, I never seen Joe on
but
it.
the whole time, well, he was at my wedding, so he'll be there. But the whole time, he's in front of the producers, in front of the people. That, oh my God, Rem, Love and Hip Hop. Seriously? They've been trying to get me for years. What am I doing here? Oh my God. I'm like, Joe, relax. It's not that serious. Oh my
Now, with that
God,
being
this
said-
girl.
with that
I'll
being
do
said-
anything for you. I hope this shows what I'll do for you.
Now, with that being said, shout out to Mona Scott. She's a brilliant executive. My friend since the Violator days. And some of the people like Peter Guns, you know, I love him very much. But you know, you get worried in them situations.
Right.
I was happy for her because I knew how she was gonna do it, and also she been gone for 6-something years, bro. Right? She never even got to see Love and Hip Hop before she came out of jail. Right. So what happens was I knew it was a good enough platform for her to where not only her fans would be like, oh, Remy's really home, you know what I'm saying? And they get engaged with her and learn more about her. But at the same time, the younger kids, they got Google now. So when they go into that YouTube, they're like, oh, this girl spit. She was incredible. So it just like it's happening, I assume the way it's unfolding, and I think it was a positive space for them. You know what I'm saying? And I always thought it was a great move for her. You know what I'm saying? I always thought it was a great move for her. You know, as far as me, man, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm scared to death, man. I went to her wedding. I don't know if nigga flying over the balcony at me or something. I don't know what's going on. They had snow in the wedding.
I don't
They had
have
snow
that
and
type
shit had shoes
No.
on. I'm like, all right, man, I got
I don't
beef
have
with
that
like
type
40.
of. I don't feel like I bring the type of aura where someone to feel like they could throw a drink at me or all the craziness that's associated with reality TV shows. I feel like this was a lot of people like, well, why did you do it? Because no lie, I came home doing my shows, 5 figures out the door. Like, nope, I'm not coming. I'm not making this. Not happening. Like, everybody wants to sign me. Everybody wants to do my own show, and I'm like, I need people to understand that. Okay, first of all, I'm a different Remy altogether. Anybody who's encountered me, like, oh my God, you're so changed. I'm still the same me, but I'm more polished. I'm more, I'm more wise. I'm smart. I'm older. And I needed people to see not just Remy Ma, the walk around the metal detectors, the I need them to see Remy Ma, the businesswoman. Remy Ma, the mother, the wife, somebody that's a real human person that's tangible, that you can touch, and that's like, not crazy, because there are people that be like, yo, she's a convicted felon. She went to jail for shooting somebody. I don't want to work with her. Right. I don't want her in my venue. I don't want her, because before I left, literally right before I left, it was impossible for me to even do any book. People were scared to have me in their clubs. If they thought, if we put her here, she's gonna shoot somebody. Like, that's how people was thinking. So you have to set up an image.
It's almost like when you the real ones, you gotta downplay it. Mm-hmm. I got in the industry. I'll tell you what they call Steve Rifkin. 20 different people that we admire, telling them, please don't sign him. He's an extorter, a robber, whatever. Right? Don't let him in the industry. So I actually used to play, like when I first got in the game, because I knew everybody was scared. So I was like, hey, trying. And I'm watching the soft rappers beating up, throwing them down the stairs. I'm like, oh my God,
Joe, I just want you to know
what's going on here?
You play terrible. I just want you to know that, Joe. You did a horrible job at playing throughout the years.
Hey, yo, let me tell you something.
I've heard stories of DJs getting thrown in vans.
Nobody tried Joe. I done seen Joe outside Clue House by himself.
I don't know what you talking about playing
Joe
pussy.
went everywhere by himself. He did everything.
See, and this is why I feel like some of this, what happened with my situation, is these guys' fault. There was no way that I was supposed to end up with the rappers. That's what I was supposed to do. It would have been a little bit better. There was no way. They were supposed to put me with these maniacs.
A balance.
Yeah.
And that's terrible, because Pun was the same way, right? I was the youngest in my house, so I never had a younger brother, and he never had a bigger brother. So we clicked, and the first day he was like, once he seen, I was like, oh my God, I was hype on him. He was like, he knew he had an army instantly. He was like, you know what? I don't like the over there around Soundview. I don't like these guys over here. Like, yo, he was like, he was like hype. He knew exactly how he was gonna utilize us, and he was bananas, and Pun was a genius, but like common sense, he wasn't as bright. So like he was doing shit. I used to go up in his house. Hated me, man. Niggas hated me.
He was the fun killer.
His
He come and
40
kill the fun.
There's 40 dudes all in his house. We don't know him. There's machine guns all over and all that. I'm like, yo, everybody
get out.
Go!
What is this?
Get out of here. Like, when I'm throwing out the house. I'm like telling Pun. I sat down with Pun one time, right? And I said, yo, Pun, bro, you're going to go to jail, but for 1,000 years. No. Serious. I was like, 1,000 years you're going to jail for. I promise you. He looked at me right in my eyes and said, yo, twin, they got jails with pools for guys like us. I looked at him, I was like, oh my God, this guy's going down.
Who used to calm you down, Joe? Because we hear stories of you calming people down, but who used to calm you down? Because I heard Nori on Tax Season podcast, and he talked about the Rockefeller Terror Squad fight.
I don't know what you're talking about. Come on, Charlamagne.
Come on.
Come on, stop, Charlamagne. Come on, stop.
I think with Joe,
we're in a positive.
Once he got into like a different tax bracket and realized being nice gets you more money.
Well, they sued me.
He was like,
you're right. And they sued me 10 times in 1 year. Jeez. 80,000, 60,000, 50,000. Like, dudes was coming out. It was almost like a gimmick. It was like, yo, go. You know how you remember how you watch the newspaper every week and you see Mike Tyson sued again?
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't his fault. They come and say, your mother's a lesbian. You're a sucker. I'm like, brother, we're both born equal. your grandmother. Like this. I be like, oh no, we dancing on him. As soon as I dance on him, I'm locked up. His lawyer contacts my lawyer, y'all, let's settle this. I mean, 10 times in a row. And I realized, I said, oh, these guys, they know I'm rich. I'm getting baited. I'm getting suckered into these.
Licking sneakers and extending Ferraris.
No, they was like, yo, this guy's the lick. He's guaranteed to swing on us. It's going down. So I just realized, like, oh no, we're not going to win with this. Right? I said, we're not going to win with this. So I had to calm it down. And then me also bringing up Remy, bringing up Pun, bringing up Tony Sunshine was crazier than anybody.
Tony Sunshine.
Tony Sunshine?
He was crazy. What?
Singer.
R&B singer killer for real. He was crazy.
Man, they threw us out of Battery Studio. He threw the gun in the engineer's head. He was crazy, though.
Tony Sunshine was crazy.
Like Tony Sunshine, God forbid he would have got massively rich. He went to jail for like a massacre. Like, get him! Like, I'm like, yo, he was quick to be like, yo, just the R&B. He had a song, My Fofo. He was my gun, I love my, it was crazy. All of them, and I had to deal with these wild guys, like everybody. Like it was just wild.
Why is Remy the only black artist you ever signed?
Armageddon's black.
Yeah.
We started, yeah.
Joe is black, okay? Let's just be clear.
Well, to be honest with you, Joe, I
black.
grew up in a project, Forest Project, shout out my brothers, man, everybody. My projects was maybe 90% black, right? 85% of the girls I went out with when I was growing up was black. It's almost like you seen a pack of Black Panthers with the one white panther with them.
Yeah.
That's how it was my whole life. You know, it wasn't until I got older that I started understanding my Latino side of me. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why, it is what it is, man. I tell them, one time a guy said, well, why do you like to use the N-word? I said, because I'm blacker than you. You're like a black white guy. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about, me? Like, and it's so with music, I came out digging in the Craze Crew, I don't know what to tell you. I know I definitely.
Like I said, Fat Joe is black.
I'm pro.
He just speaks
something.
Spanish.
I'm
his last name is Cartagena.
Cartagena. And I'm pro-Latino. I'm Cuban. I'm Puerto Rican. And I love my culture and I support it 1,000,000%. But, I'm for everybody, man, to be honest with you.
There you have it. Well, let's get into the record right now. You want to introduce the record, guys?
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
Boys and girls. I think I need to understand what's about to happen right now. Get very used to hearing the song and the ones that's coming behind it, because we've been trying to tell you guys for a minute now that we the realest. It does not get more realer than Remy Ma and Fat Joe when it comes to this rap situation. On records and off the records. We try to be nice to people, but it don't get no realer than this. When we tell y'all we deliver, Joe. I mean, would you like to tell them?
It's a brand you could trust. I'm talking to Far Rockaway, Sheepshead Bay, Coney Island. I'm talking to Harlem, 145th. Right. We talking Uptown, Edenwald. We talking Yonkers. We talking Mount Vernon. We talking the whole South Bronx. We talking Queens. We talking, get ready for this thing. The city's about to collapse.
It's a problem for y'all too. It's a problem.
Oh, no, it's a big
problem
thing.
in Miami, Atlanta. This is a problem. Like Texas, like
Miami. What's up?
Chicago, like y'all, this is what y'all need to hear.
Miami, what's up?
Okay.
Hey, yo, so everybody out there all over, get ready for this thing. This is straight pandemonium. We all the way up. All the way up. Shout out Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, everybody. Oh, man, that Papoose just screaming Brooklyn.
Let's get into
Knickerbocker Avenue, all my people out there in Brooklyn. I love y'all. Staten Island. Let's do it. Jersey, Connecticut, the whole planet Earth. This is a phenom pandemonium. Get ready for your 3-year-old daughter to sing. I'm all the way up.
When's the album dropping?
She wants to debate me. I want to drop it first week in June. She has another day for us.
Yeah.
What you thinking, Rem?
I'm thinking a little bit more like in October.
That late? Nah, that's too late.
No.
I'm telling y'all.
She did 6 years. 6 years.
I'm telling y'all. When he doesn't understand this,
Nah.
you say that because all you heard was all the way up.
Right?
That's why you're saying that.
So it's a winner album is what you're
When
saying.
when I tell you it's
No.
not we don't have a hit record. We have a hit album. Like every song when we went in there, we went in with the mindset that every song is gonna be crazy, and that's what happened. Like it's to the point that we don't know what song. Like it was All the Way Up is crazy, and that was like maybe we shouldn't go with that one. It should be something else. That's how crazy it is, and I want people to understand that we need to get back, and I want him to understand that too. We're not one of those people that come out with a high record and that's it, and we ride out and you be like, oh, I wonder if they have another one waiting, what's gonna happen. That's not us. Like at all, period. My catalog is crazy. His catalog is crazy. I would like to build that. I don't want people to miss this by jumping on waves
Fight
and
this
just
one,
like
Maybe July.
Why not spring?
Stop. I'll give you a month.
April,
Pat,
May.
let's talk about
because
this.
it's March.
Nah, we
You
need to
coming
get
out
this
with
money.
your ass now.
Let's
People
get that
want
money. We
All
need
right.
to get that money, man.
All right.
You
it
asked
done?
me,
Is the
we
album
taking
done?
too
The album
long.
is done, but I have to
Album's
do two more verses on a song, two
Album
songs that he
is
just
incredible.
decided to add later. We have at least 3 albums. I want you to know.
We
Every
needed
day, every day he has another idea.
Shout out my
about what
brother
we should
Kent
do.
Jones, my favorite rapper
Ken
coming
Jones
up
is
in the
dope.
game right
R&B
now.
singer slash rap. He's dope.
But-
Shout out anybody,
Yeah.
anybody took from me and none is anybody they owe me money. Swear to God. Swear to God.
It'll
But
make
he
more
ain't gonna
sense when y'all
say
hear the
that.
song. That'll make more sense. For everybody who's just thinking Joe's having an epileptic fit, I just want it'll make more sense later.
When
But
you hear it, you'll know.
we gonna when the album
Yo,
when
we
it's
gonna
time for the album to come out, it's gonna
Yo.
come out. We gonna pick the perfect time.
Well,
So
at least
far,
a
we've been
mixtape
doing
first.
everything.
No, man,
Something,
the album
man.
ready to go. She bugging
Well,
out. Don't worry
springtime,
about
then.
it. We're gonna talk about
Now,
this.
They got some big
Wait,
singles.
hold on, is Papo down?
Don't
Papoose?
even bring it up because I've been getting hit in my head. I be like, yo, so I sat there and watched this whole thing happen, and nobody let me touch that booth. I see what's going on here. But what's so crazy is really just me and Joe.
You hating?
Like, no,
Nah.
seriously.
Chris Montana's on the
It's
song.
really
What
just me and
happens
Joe.
is, nah, we
like,
got
no lie.
Ty Dolla $ign on the album.
Like,
we got
Oh, you put Ty Dolla $ign on that
Ty
Pap?
Dolla. Nah,
You know
but we don't
what?
mean it like that. Come
No.
on, Av.
Like, be clear. Like, me and Pap have
Are
our
we-
own thing on. Like, the whole the Mackie situation is crazy. Like, when we get together, we have a
I like
wonderful
when y'all make
project.
songs together. Or when y'all do
It's a
BET
process.
together.
You don't understand. He tortures me.
No,
Like,
I
this
do.
guy,
But you and Rem is a
this
different
guy-
energy though. Like it's a different energy.
It's totally different from when I'm with Joe and from when I'm with Pap. I'm actually two different people when I'm with them. Like, they both try to boss me around. I don't know what happened. Like, I guess after I can't, everybody thinks I'm soft now. They both just like try to mishandle me, crazy me, boss me
Trying
around.
to make sure
It's
she get home
crazy.
safely.
It's crazy.
We're just trying to make sure she gets home safely.
He pulled up on me the other day. He goes, "You go home, right? That's where you're going, right? You're leaving, right? You're not going anywhere else."
Papoose had a show. She came out. She
Pap
was
is
looking
in-
nice.
Pap is not in
she
this
in the
state.
car. She was vibing too much. She like had Luther Vandross on us. I said, hold up. I said, yo, Ram, hold up. Pull over. I was like, yo, Ram. She was like, yes? It's like, you are going absolutely home. But I mean direct, right? You got GPS and that thing. She's like, yeah, I am. You sure? No lefts, no rights, straight home. She was like, yeah, I'm going home. Jumped on the highway. She went home.
It's just something strange when you roll over at 3 a.m. and your husband's talking to Fat Joe on the phone. Just like, yo, what is
make
happening here?
You gotta make
Something
sure.
is going on. Like, they are working against me. But like I said, it's
You want to know why
it's a
what we
wonderful
haven't
thing.
been talking about, and I got to give a shout out to my brother Khaled, is they.
Yeah.
They don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you win. They don't want to see you make money. They want to see you back there. So we're going to do everything in our power.
They got to all the way chill, because that's not happening. They will get parked.
There's been a lot of forgiveness in your life, though, because Pap, Rem, 50. Like, it's, you know, you think that comes with wisdom, age, what?
Nah, it's never been. I've never been an abuser. I've never been. I love peace more than war. I mean, believe me, I came up on violence, and you know, it's sad to say, but I enjoy it sometimes.
We know, Joe. It's well
You know what I'm
documented.
saying? Nah, but I'm just saying, I prefer peace over war any day. Any day, I prefer peace. If I could go to Israel and Palestine and broker that thing, I'll go broker that thing.
But
Like,
actually,
I'm
if
about
you
peace,
think about
man.
some of the older people, me, Pat 50, like, these weren't people that, like, it wasn't like murder one beef, like, oh, you did something to somebody in my family or something crazy. Like, it was things that I think weren't that serious. But being the people that we are, that take everything to the butt crack, like, and there's just no turning back, I think that's why it was escalated into the situations that they became. But when you really get down to the root of them, it was never no real. Nobody ever robbed him at gunpoint or did something to his family members or something like that. And it's easier once you get older to forgive people and to work things out with people when you realize, like, yo, that was some bull. I was wilding. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you do that, and that does, I believe, come with wisdom. And it also comes with, like he said, nobody want to beef all day. Nobody wants to walk out of their crib all day, every day, making sure, oh, if I run into this one, I'm going to have to do this. So it's like, it's cool when you could just walk out, you just good. You know, you don't got no problems with nobody. Nobody don't got no problems with you. And it's just a good feeling.
Nice
you just
peace
go out
of
and get
mind.
this
It's
money.
just a different time in hip-hop, too. Like, so...
Y'all almost don't fit in. Even though y'all been here, y'all almost don't fit into what's out
Going
here
on?
now. Yeah.
That's a very good point. I don't think nobody who came up around my time and definitely around Rem's time still makes music that goes with what's going on today. So it was really, really hard to produce this album. Shout out Cool and Dre once again. Infrared. It was really, really hard to make our fans happy and be like, yeah, they back, they hot, but at the same time catch this young wave that's going on. Because I'm in a strip club, they pickers and bookers and pickers and bookers and pickers and bookers. And niggas like, yo, pickers and bookers. And I'm like, yo, this got me up. Like all the way. I'm sitting in there like, I got to grab the hookah. I don't even smoke. I'm like, all right, how we going to make these move to our shit?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to be like Breaking Bad, the guy, the chemist. I had to figure out this marriage. And it's hard. That's why it's not
You
a
always
lot
have,
of...
though. You always have.
This was hardest. It's a whole different thing going on out there.
Why
bro.
even try to appease the new guys, though?
I want to appease everybody. I want to put
Everybody,
number
right.
ones up across the board. That's what I do it for. Fat Joe, personally, he tries to hit a home run every time.
Right.
If I didn't, I'll take it on the chin. I'll tell you, I failed. I thought that was a hit. We lost. Right? It's me every time. I'm going for a home run. That's how I play the game. I don't play safe.
All right.
A lot of rappers, they try to act like, nah, I'm conscious right now. I'm not knowing you can't make a hit. Like, cut it out. Put one out.
I disagree though. I feel like a lot of what I listen to different stuff like with my nephew who I hang out with, shout out to Young Gay, and my son. And I listen to what they listen to. They don't listen to half of the stuff that's played on the radio. They're like on the internet and they listening to all type, like it's this kid. And I think he's not even alive. This kid, Young Pappy, that my son listens to all the time. He's from Chicago. When I tell you some of the Chicago artists,
Chicago music's big.
That-
Big influence.
when I tell you that music, I'm gonna give you a couple of people to listen to.
They killing.
You'll
Chicago's
feel
a
it.
big
No,
influence.
they
Right.
literally
Especially for him.
killing.
They're killing, yeah.
But when I
They're
tell you,
not
like,
killing
it's dope, like, and it's not even nothing that you hear. And when
Chicago,
I go
one of my favorite
and I listen
cities
to,
in the
I look at
world,
their
man.
views. Their views is crazy. You'll
Yeah.
never hear any of this, but this is the music that the younger people are listening
Right.
to. They not like, guided by people that, oh, this is what's on the radio, so this is what's hot. They pick what song they like and they run with it. So I could definitely say it's making a transition low key. It's definitely making the transition to where you're hearing more people that's like talking about real life stuff. Like even people like, and I was talking about it yesterday, even people like Future, if you really listen to what he's saying,
Oh, absolutely.
like he's not talking like no bubble gum walk down, like he's talking something real. Like, and then there was like, I think even where people would like say, shout out to Bobby Smurda. I hope everything works out for him. He's a great
Love
kid.
Bobby
Every time
Shmurda.
I
Yo,
see him,
hold
he's
your
happy.
head, my brother.
I want him to come home.
Hold your
But
head, bro.
He was able to take the sound that people are doing now, and it sounds
And
like
marriage.
everything he's talking about sounds like Brooklyn.
Right.
Like
Right.
he was able to do that. So I feel like the way you have to do it now is you take your style and what you used to, what you're doing, and you just transition it so that it gives the vibe and the feel of what everybody else is doing. And I think that's what we was able to do.
Now there's
with
gonna be
Blockbuster
some
Promo.
guys with 10X Pele's on, skinny with 10X bellies, the hat that don't fit on his
Shout out
head.
to Pele Pele.
Belt buckle showing, to talking about you ain't keeping it. I come on the gram, I'm Balmain Dow, Givenchy, yo, Joe. What's up with the baggy pants, bro? Yo, get the I wish I could smack these guys sometimes. Like,
I keep
God.
you know what
telling
I mean?
him.
Like, you know, we just adapt.
If he lets me take control of his Instagram
music.
for a day, he won't have these problems no more. People don't come on my page talking nothing crazy. It's the fair warning. Everyone knows you're getting blocked. I'm gonna take paps from him. I'm gonna block you for
She throw block parties.
I throw block parties all the time.
both, I ain't gonna lie.
All the haters are invited. But
You
no,
do it too?
All the
sometimes
time.
if you get too crazy
All the
though,
time.
I'll respond to you, say something dumb crazy, and then erase it, and then block
And then
you.
block you
I
so
just
you
want
can't respond.
I just want you to stay there long enough so you can see it. Now get out of here before I violate you.
That's
If
got to
you-
get frustrating, though. I see Joe sometimes be like, yo, you would never talk to me like that face to
They would
face.
never talk. No, I can't lie to
This
you.
era that we live
I
in
can't
now-
catch beef.
No,
like
this era that we
go
live in now has
places,
people thinking
I
that
don't
they
want
can
it.
say
I'm
whatever they
positive,
want.
but I don't know the last person beef with. Like, I'm get happy if you want to beef.
Yeah.
Like, I go, hey Joe, hey, love me, hey. I don't know where these people at.
Listen,
I'm
Yeah.
sure all of us
When
can
I'm
say no
on the
one's ever
internet-
come up to you and said the things that they say on there
Ever,
in real
never,
life, in person, to your
ever.
face.
Never.
But all my
ever.
fans
I
are
don't
kind of
care.
crazy like me. So my fans are telling like, excuse me, so at so and so. You would never say that to her ever
these
again.
people
Please
at?
get off her page before I personally find you. I'll be like, yes. I don't have
I
to
don't know
say
where these
anything
people
this
at.
time.
I'm
Like-
in the Bronx every day. I'm in Harlem every day. It's still no security here. I don't know if you guys noticed this.
I'm sorry.
I be icy
I
all
travel with
day.
security. I've learned my lesson.
You have to, though, to
I'm
protect,
sorry.
to protect people from you.
I'm sorry. I beg
we
to
gotta
differ.
protect people from you. Okay? She come in the club the other day. She's like, "Yo, get these from behind me now."
For real.
Yo,
I
gotta
like,
move.
yo, get
I
them
didn't
outta
even notice
here.
they were behind her. Yo,
Uncle
by the
Jim,
way,
get
Rem,
them
they
from
came
behind.
with
Oh,
you.
those girls
Like,
right
yeah,
there.
like-
They're
came
trying
with you, Rem.
they're trying to inch into this section. As soon as they step over that last tile right there, I want them out of here. because
Remy's sitting there. Some girls come through. She's like, "Oh no, they
They gotta go because
They not here right
what
now.
people do is they know like it's certain people based on like you know you see them in interviews and you hear their music, you kind of got a feel of what type of person you're dealing with. So people purposely place themselves in your vicinity and waiting for you to do something to them. So no lie, I promise you, I've had somebody, what? We kill people in Brooklyn. You ain't the only one went to jail. We catch cases over here. You crazy shorty. I'm like, all right, ma, you got it. I believe you. It's okay.
I don't want
It's
no
cool.
problems.
I don't want any problems. Yeah, that's right. You don't want no problems because you know what it is.
No, we
seconds
don't
later,
know what it is.
2 seconds later, something happens. She's at the, oh my God, someone attacked me. I don't know what happened. I'm like, this is the same
Oh no, that's
people.
the kings
the
and
same
queens
people
of
that get crazy. So
Yo, there's a wild
now, I
African
don't even
out
want
here
you near
right
me.
now.
Oh, the other
The other
day?
night we came out the club. It's like a
Yo,
Nigerian.
it was crazy.
Yo, Scott Diesel dude. Yo,
Crazy.
I want to rap this. I understand he sees us on TV and stuff like that in Africa, but he can. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be around. I'm like, oh my God, I think they haven't advised him. Like he hasn't seen the
was really out
fine
of
print the
control.
Surgeon General requires of what happens to guys like this. Right? I'm sitting there. I'm like, Ram, come on, let's get in the car. No, I have to talk to somebody. I want to get. I'm like, they're about to dance.
Meanwhile,
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah.
meanwhile, he's going.
I'm
This
like,
guy's going crazy. Pap is like this. I'm watching Pap slowly turn into the Papoose from Nasserim Dream. I'm watching Joe slowly turn into Fat Joe with the shot. He was the logo kid. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm getting in my car because this is about to
No,
get
we
crazy.
gotta
Let
go.
me leave. Please,
But
can
he
y'all
was
just
just
leave?
over aggressively. Don't know how to express himself and show love.
Yeah.
So we spoke to him, we showed him love, and we left. But you know, it's a wild
You
African.
just never
out
know
here.
nowadays.
Like,
man.
no,
you don't know what's from before.
A couple of years back, it would have went a very different way, and I
Oh.
love to see the growth in both of these guys that I love dearly. But like I said, I have to get people out of my area because people purposely do things to you, wanting you. They're trying to provoke you
Yeah,
to do
we ain't giving
something
a
so
fuck
that they
about
can
the
get a nice
niggas.
little
I just
check.
wanna
And
tell
it's
you
not
that-
cool.
That this interview beat all records. I didn't. Last time Fat Joe had the record, y'all got the record this time.
Remy
Wasn't
and
I
Joe,
was,
we
no,
did-
I was
we
number
won the
3. I
record?
looked it up.
Yes.
You was number 1 with the longest interview. Then I think
that a good or
Jay.
bad thing?
Then
That's a
it was
good
me.
thing. It's a good thing.
No,
When
you-
people
you
say
beat it
Fat
again.
Joe, people say I give great. Our interview was a classic.
Absolutely, without question.
This one's
This is a
past
classic too. This.
Absolutely.
And then you
Yeah.
have guys like Nori. Nori will be like, my interview got to be better than Fat Joe. I want to be better than
What?
Fat Joe. I
He
want to be
does
longer
not
than
say
Fat Joe.
that. Don't
yes,
even-
he does.
He doesn't say better
Nori
than
wants
Fat
to have
Joe.
the best
Listen,
interviews. Absolutely.
I want to tell y'all about the CNN thug of the world. He loves wine and fancy restaurants. This guy picks me up, takes me to Pt2. I'm like, yo, Remy, what they let niggas like you in the... We'll have the Merlot 69. What's up with the militainment? Yo, man. Like, yo. You know, everybody, you know, we do our thing, man. I want to shout out Terrell, you know. Once again, happy birthday, Infrared. That's my brother. I work with Infrared. Infrared actually came up with the hook to the song. Cool and Dre, executive producing the album. It is what it is.
Know where I
man.
might be going? I think I'm going to South Carolina this weekend.
What?
Yeah.
We was there last weekend.
Yeah.
definitely.
Anytime I go to any of the Carolinas, I think of Charlamagne.
Right.
It's crazy.
Oh, no, I had Remy in the woods.
I was
in the
like,
deep
shit.
woods, one club, no lights, no nothing.
He was like, I just want to warn you of where you're going. I was like,
Is the
I'm
fat
fine.
guy still the program director down there?
Yes, Chris
You remember
Collins.
the fat guy?
Yeah.
That's my man. I love that guy.
We on that station now. We on
He was on a diet with me,
Oh,
man.
we on the
He's on
station
a
out
He's
there.
on a diet with me, the fat guy. It's
Hey,
cool.
yo,
That's
I
all right.
love, like, everybody. I want to tell y'all, this is syndicated. Everybody who ever supported me, Remy, Pun, like, I love y'all. I want to
Right,
see y'all on the
thank you.
road every time I go over there. You know, anywhere I go, whether it's like I know G Spin from Boston, hanging out with him in the Italian restaurant in Boston. Like, it's so many relationships we grew up with, and we see people floating all over. Cause y'all the only guys, really not y'all, cause y'all super winning. You too, but the music business, the only thing I compare to like athletes. Like they'll come wake a guy up and be like, yo, you're being shipped to Oklahoma today. You're on 103 Jams, Oklahoma. Nigga be like, what? I'm the king of Philly. What are you talking about? Nigga be like, you wake up, you go to Philly, you go, all right, calm him down. I go calm him down, right? Fat Joe come through, yo, calm him down. Yo, all right, yo. Nah, it's gonna be all right. Don't worry, Boston don't get that cold. Below zero. Next thing you know, hey, I'm in Miami now, Joe. Y'all like athletes, man. They come knock on the door. You've been traded.
Me and Envy always been in New York though.
Have it left in New York.
God bless.
That's right.
All right.
Well, there you have it. It's
South
Fat
Carolina,
Joe,
Philly.
Remy
Yeah.
Ma. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in